everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Land and our farm build series. Farmer's job is never done. I thought, well, hey, let's go and carve in another 2 fields, because what else should we do? It's the middle of winter. Calvin, Alfredo Farms, Juddy, welcome to the stream. I do promise you this will be the last fields that we carve in. Not expecting to do any more timber work. Waylon, Noah, how are you all doing tonight? Darren, good evening to you. It's been cold. I'm sure it's cold up there too. Diablo del Toro, what is up? Are you keeping them straight over on Elm Creek? There we go. Eat the tree. Great tree deleter. Oh, not from this week. No thawing out from this week yet. Had a little bit of thaw and then a deep freeze again. Alright, this is the last one to go, I think. Adios, tree machos. Yeah, I think a fair bit moved over to the other server. That's the way it works. We'll need to get a fresh server up once there is a cross-play server or cross-play map that people are interested in playing on. Hatton, welcome back. And it's almost all gone. Yeah, I mean, your crossplay options are No Man's Land or Palmden Farms or the French map. Or the Erlengrot, right? Those are pretty much your options as far as crossplay maps go. Also wanted to... Uh-oh. Oops. Did not want to do that. This is what I wanted to do. Get rid of some more bushes. I don't feel like plowing these up and replanting grass, so I thought I'll just paint grass over the bushes. And then I won't have any bushes in my grass field. Then hopefully next year, grass will grow in. And you'll never know. Did some of this earlier. That might be it. I think that's it. Bill, what is up? Welcome. How's your day going? Yep, that's it. We did it. Alright, now I gotta fix that. Oops. Oops. Can't have that. We will fix that in a little bit. I filled this up with fuel. We're not running out tonight. I promise you that. Dog, get back in the house. Just mowed over the dog. Oh, good to hear you had a nice chill day. It was chilly here. Single digits in the morning. We're trying to get some content hammered out. We got 2 videos out today. I've got 3 videos scheduled for tomorrow, and I've got a video or 2 scheduled for Monday and Tuesday at this point. I'm going to be going out of town Tuesday through Thursday, so there will be no live streams Tuesday, Wednesday, or there might be a live stream Thursday. I don't know. We'll be getting back in town Thursday. We'll see how it all goes. If anything big drops on Tuesday or Wednesday, I will have my laptop, but we'll be able to do a little bit of recording, I think. Just no live streaming. Farmer in the Dell, welcome. How are you doing? Rabbit Rob. Yeah, that is definitely chill, -2 degrees. Hey everybody, and welcome back to No Man's Land and our farm build series. This This is episode, video, or stream number 7, however you want to look at it. We are in the midst of carving in our very last field. I don't plan on carving in any more fields after this. Got some landscaping I want to do. I want to put some trees in, flesh out some forest here and there and yonder. I'm looking at a couple trees I probably need to go clear out. Good thing I didn't get rid of my mulcher yet. We are mowing this grass because we're going to collect it for a silage bunker. We will carve in the last field. I'm actually going to split this field in two. Not in half, but I'm going to split it up. I'm not going to split it until after we have mowed it and dug it all up. Do you plan on leaving these rocks in here? I'm just going to make the field around the rocks. They're too big, we can't get them out, we're not going to blast. So they just exist. Farmer Andy did put some stuff out, and that is part of what we're going to see over the next few days. I'm spreading those videos out because, well, HostGator, FileGator, wherever he uses to download, it's not as bad as Uploaded was when he used that service, but it restricts you to, I think, 2 downloads a day, which is utterly painful. So, yeah, when you drop like 4 or 5 really sweet mods all on the same day, it's going to take you 2.5 days to download them all. I'm going to go through that frustration, but I'm going to trickle those videos out. So people that watch those videos when they drop, they'll be able to down each mod as soon as they see it, as opposed to having to come back a little bit later. A couple other interesting mods that I'm going to do a video on. I was hoping to do a couple map videos, but 2 maps that I looked at so far, I don't think they're good. I mean, they're not done. They've got some errors to them, so I'm hoping the authors are going to update those in the next few days, week, and then we will be in an opportunity to profile those maps. At this point, if I did a video on the maps, they would be there'd be a whole lot of, well, this is an error, there's an error here, there's a problem, don't use this, right? And that's not going to benefit anybody. Oh, hey bro, it's your birthday. I totally didn't forget it all. Right? It's been Arctic winter. Sammy boy, welcome. How's it go with you? Really, we're trying to get into March. I think that's the first time we're going to have an opportunity to plant some crops. Take a look at that crop counter and we'll see So yeah, March we can slap in oats, sunflowers. That's what I want to put in this field is sunflowers, so we can put those in March. We can put our sugar beets in March. We've got our wheat or barley already in. We're gonna have to wait till April to put in our corn, and April to put in our soybeans. But yeah, part of this field I want to be in sunflowers so I can make sunflower oil. This is the map where we are playing with as much production as we can. For the live stream, I was taking a look at a couple production mods that were out, but yeah, they don't have any sell points that you can sell the product at. So they were coming up on Elm Creek as selling at Goldcrest Valley, but when I put a pallet or two on the train, they didn't sell. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to do a mod video in a production facility that you can't actually sell the product at. So that went in the can. Stewie, I do not know what you're talking about. Can remove the hedge. What hedges? You know about these bushes? They'll go away when we cultivate the ground. Sammy Boy, I heard No Man's Land was for the experienced player, so you gotta watch out. Alright, Patton, catch you later. And guess what, everybody? This video is brought to you by Chad Bergman. Thank you for being a farm baron. Yeah, they'll go away when we plow up the field. Or you can paint over them. That's what I did over on the grass field. I used paint and I painted grass on top of them. Polycount Taz, what is up? Welcome to the stream. I wasn't sure how much grass we would get off of this because it's January and I'm pretty sure the growth got cut back, but you know, looks like we're doing pretty darn good. What does everybody think of the mod drops this week? We had maybe a little slow start to the week, but I think it ended up fairly well. Big E Farming, how are you doing today, sir? Yeah, I saw your message the other day with a Discord link, but I didn't go to it. I tend to not go to join random Discords. I get invited to about probably 3 or 4 a week. So I wasn't really sure what the context of that was. TMB Gaming, my day's been pretty good. Been a little busy trying to get some content made. It's hard to make some content sometimes during the midweek because of the, the work schedule and all. So Saturday and Sunday are usually make as much content as I can muster, and that way I'll hopefully hold off folks during the week. Like I said, we're going to paint around those rocks a little bit, and we're going to carve around those rocks when we do carve in the field. Then I'm going to kind of flesh up this ridge of trees a little bit. Put some more trees in there, and flesh up the trees down on the other side of the field a little bit. Oh, okay. What map is he working on? Go Pop, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, sir? Okay. Yep. What's Red Rob doing? 4. Are you typing in your PIN number? Yeah, if we take a look at this field here, I'm like, oh wow, that is a big field. I wasn't expecting it to be that large. So I decided, I think what we're going to do is there's a lane right here, which is the lane coming up the backside of the road. I think I'm going to cut across this and then make this 2 fields, a little field here and this field. And this might be a secondary area for our sugar beets. And then this will be sunflowers up here. You hate talking to customer support, or you hate being customer support? Because I agree on both regards. Rabbit Rob's got the dropsies. Oh, a mix of both. Yeah, you know, like, if I'm calling customer support, yes, I've done everything. And then you feel like you tell 7 people the exact same story. Pocket. Oh, you've been pocket banned. Watch out. And that would take some talent to pocket ban somebody. Well, it would be sensitive if you keep dropping things on it. Maybe you need to talk nicer to your keyboard. Give it some affection. Maybe, you know, caress it a little bit and tell it, it's okay, it's not you, it's me. I don't really mean to be dropping things on you. Then maybe the laptop keyboard would not be so sensitive towards you. Gregory, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Sammy boy! What is that? Welcome to the channel as a farmhand. I got a job for you. It involves picking up rocks. Gregory, that's great. What map are you playing on? FS19. I am so surprised they are still dropping mods for FS19. What the heck happened here? It's like a whole strip that didn't get cut. That there is odd, people. American Life of Farming? Oh. The Ohio map. Honestly, we will fast forward. I just kind of wanted to get this mode. That's right, Sammy boy. We have some emotes for you fancy members of the channel. Alright, Taz, I'll take a look at it. I usually don't heavily follow maps in development because I don't want to have any impressions before I have my impressions, you know? But I'll take a look real quick. Auntie Sue, welcome. How are you doing, ma'am? Auntie Sue, I'm not going to play on. I'm not going to do any play on Calmston Farm. We've got this series. Oh, look at that big moon. We've got this live stream series here on No Man's Land, and then we have our little corner of paradise that we are still chugging along over on Elm Creek. Kind of waiting for that first big mod map that really draws me in, and Calmston really didn't draw me in. I know, right? Sunset, sunrises, the clouds. It's all so good. Green dot the spy, the speedo hub is for headland management. And headland management is what will We're not using it right now. We'll use it a little later. It will pick up your implement. Let's just go ahead and do it. So I'm going to do it right now. So it has picked up both mowers, front and back, and it has turned them off, and it has disengaged guided steering, and I'm going to hit it again. It's going to turn on both mowers, lower them down, re-engage guided steering, and off we go. So that is the green F down there by the speedometer. When headland management mode is turned on, then it turns into an H. We'll hit it again when we get to the end of this row. So with the hit of one button, we can do several different things. We're also changing our cruise control. We are just about done. Yeah, it takes a lot of work on a 4X map. It's just, you know, I mean, 4 times the area to landscape, decorate, and so forth. And typically those types of maps have multiple farms, so, you know, you can have 5, 6, 8 farms that need to be set up and laid out and the such. But they will be coming. They'll be coming for sure. A lot of the maps that we're seeing right now are the quick converts. I saw a posting by Black Sheep Modding over on the Facebook. I go over there and I force myself to visit the Facebook twice a week. And only twice a week because, you know, any more than that and you really kind of feel dirty and nasty. So I was doing my bi-weekly perusing of the Facebook today, and I saw Black Sheep Modding had Black Sheep Modding had posted a photo of the PDA with sell points and other icons showing number of fields and the size of fields. And I was going to post that in the Discord, then I got distracted. Never ended up doing it. I would like to see South Mountain Creamery also. It was a little bit of a disappointment that we didn't see that in 19, quite frankly. Spanky, welcome. Glad you can make us live and in virtual person. Air hose it. I don't know what POG is other than... I have no idea what that is. Well, that's new. Yeah, we'll just give this a quick hose to air down. There were a lot of fields. They weren't very big, but they were a lot of fields. Darren did do his own kind of personal edit conversion of South Mountain Creamery. Dwayne, what is up? Welcome. Man, our cows they're laying over. They're laying down. What is up, cows? Why are you laying down? Matt, welcome. I did get the LSFM tank pack downloaded and updated, so hopefully that'll work with the 1.2 update now. So should we need to use that, will be good. Done. No snow. It's funny, I think right after the stream ended, all the snow melted last time. Taped maple, or tapped maple. Thank you very much. Get my way, dog. All right. What is? The sunflower header is faster, right? Ultimately, it comes down to, is the speed worth it? Right? The fact that it's faster is one thing, but is the speed really worth the cost? That is another question. Later. Says the tree to leader. And yes, I know I can put this on the front. I choose to put it on the back because that's what I want to do. Oh, we gotta go get that tree up by the production before I forget again. What the heck? What do you think of it? Is it something you do again? we go. I don't think there's any other trees we need to vanish. You have some stinky cheese over here. We have a pallet of Fabrique. Oh, this is the first time I've seen a pallet of Fabrique. Fabric. Okay, I think we can get rid of this now. We can bring our fabric over here to the tailor and make some clothing. Yeah, GPS sometimes has an interesting time in picking up the working width of headers. Here we go. So I wanted to flesh out this tree line a bit more. Give it a reason for having the shape it kind of has. And run some shrubbery through here. Nature grows stuff in such weird ways. Not really worried about the back of this so much. Let's see what that looks like when we get over to it. Where makes sense? What is up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, the fences are awesome in FS22. Right? I mean, I drew some fences over on the other farm. That's the only reason I did it, because they are so awesome in 22. Well, who made the mac and cheese, Sammy boy? Look at that. Ah, look at that tree line. There, that looks like a tree line up there. Where did you order it from? Rose and Mac and Cheese R Us. Was it fancy mac and cheese? Gregory, that is right. Farming Simulator 22 is 2 months old today. Let's all sing happy birthday to Farming Simulator 22. Except I don't sing, so it'll be quiet on this end. It's like I just slap them in, right? But I gotta kind of feather it down here, I think. We gotta feather it over here a little bit. This is just kind of big trees just ending out of nowhere. It looks weird, but. Now we have a reason this field is shaped like it is. It's down here. Ooh, broccoli and cheese soup. Dude. Resnack, what is up? Kayla, that's great to hear. Hope you are enjoying it. So, last weekend, we got a tree. Where do we find a tree? Piece of a tree's left. Last weekend, I went and got a deal of a steal on a ham at the store. I found a 15-pound ham, 99 cents a pound. That's right, 99 cents. That's 0.99 cost per pound. And, yeah, that was a heck of a deal. So, today I cooked that ham. I cut it in half, actually. I deboned it, cut it in half, and we cooked 5 pounds worth of it. And then I sliced the rest up and slapped it in the freezer. So we can, we had 4 packs I put in the freezer of kind of ham steaks. Cut up slabs of ham that we can slap in the skillet and fry up. Have some fried ham. So yeah, the sticker price was $50 on that pound, on that ham, and I'm like, what? No, sorry, I'm not paying no $50 for a hunk of ham. But $15, you got my attention. Somehow stuck. Come on. This is where the manual detach is a pain in the butt. Right? If I could just quickly attach and detach this, you'll probably get it unstuck. Shove it. Go. Huh. I kind of wonder if I could do that. Anyway. Oh! It's like hitting a brick wall. We have a way around this problem. I'll be right back. dig out the front. Well, no, we're not going to dig it out. That'll take forever. Here was your sign. We got it now. We got her now, boys. Because I don't know the console command to make me super strong. It was a Herculean effort. There are just times you need to do what you need to do. Right? That's what I'm saying. Darren, what is up? Welcome. See, I want to flesh out that little grove of trees a little bit more and that grove over there a little bit more. Once we finish carving around these rocks, I'm going to put some shrubbery next to those. Sorry. Ta-da! The log is gone. It wasn't a bad ham either. It was one of those Cumberland whole ham, semi-boneless. So grab the electric knife and kind of sliced it in half. Got down to the bone and then just kind of dug around it. You know, elbow deep. Get down in there and kind of try to extract the bone out. So now we got the bone for some nice ham and black or brown beans. Gregory, we don't like those. They dry out. They're real dry. Because they're pre-sliced. We're finding they're just too dry. It's okay, Raz. I mean, we're not on Hoff-Bergman, so you don't have to put on your shoulder-length plastic gloves. ever had ham and gravy. Alright, Patney, if you might be back, I might still be here. Well, you should have put some ham in your mac and cheese. It could be mac and cheese and ham. So yeah, it's going to be fridge luck for the rest of the weekend here at the house. That's where you open the fridge, and if you're lucky, there's enough in there to eat. If not, then you are figuring it out yourself. Lobster mac and cheese. I might have had that once before. No, Rabbit Rob, that was just you saying that. What can you not have with mac and cheese? That is maybe a bigger question. Meat outdoor adventures. No, I haven't had an issue with grass not growing back. Although, to be honest, I haven't done a whole lot of grass cutting or, for that matter, actual gameplay. Bananas and mac and cheese, and bananas and anything, is no good. No, no good. No good mac and cheese. Banana, nothing. How about mac and cheese and sauerkraut? Would that work? Let's see, do we have enough pallet? Back this in. Oh yeah, turn around. Gotta be careful. Whoever designed this farmyard put these bunkers a little too close to the field, I think. We still don't have enough growth on the barley to do any damage. We had a mac and cheese sandwich before. That's where you take a block of baked mac and cheese and slap it between two pieces of bread and just triple down on your starch. You know the guy who created it. He must be really old, because that goes back quite a long way. On a stick, even. Fried mac and cheese on a stick. Everything's better on a stick. Well, welcome. How is South Island Farm? I saw some photos. Apparently a photographer managed to get out there. Yeah, don't fry your computer. Although if you put it on a stick, it might fry. It's all sellable. I'll tell you what. I need to figure out if there's a way you can tell what is and isn't sellable. Having to go around and try to click on everything is an absolute pain in the and as a result, well, sometimes you run across things that just can't sell, but then you realize you're not clicking on the right area and you really could sell it, but since you were clicking on the wrong area, it wouldn't sell. So I wish there was a way to see everything in a nice orderly list of what you could sell. You know, kind of like how we had it in 19, where everything you could sell was in your garage. But on maps like this, your garage kind of got unruly. So I'm also glad that they took it out. But if there was a way to basically see, here's everything you own that you could sell, that would be so helpful. Deep fried Starburst Nugget. No, there's no store. Where? What? There's no store. There's no store like there was in 19. I don't know if I've had fried corn fritters. List would be awesome if we had one. But now I need to do this again. The Herculean effort. Like apparently on Calmden Farm, you can sell the the cow triggers. It's just you have to click on a trough that's behind the barn. That's my other thing, is when placeables have a cell node that is so small that it's, unless you know exactly where to go, you can't sell it because it's too dang small. Lots of free silage there. Lots of free silage. So I need to look like in the save game if there's a variable in the XML that's like is sellable. Yes or no, true or false, 1 or 0. That, you know, you could start up a map, save the game, and then open up the XML and basically get a listing of what is or isn't sellable. Or better yet, if there's a way in the console, in the dev console, to list out what was owned, what was sellable. Like I said, going around and clicking on things gets old, especially when the cell node is sometimes like very obscure. Well, if they're built in, they're probably not sellable either, right? So in order to be sellable, they would have to be in an XML value, either in the items or the vehicles. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a way to have a definitive list. This is what is sellable, and therefore what isn't sellable wouldn't be on that list. Back to work, Rez. Catch you later. Thanks for dropping by. Gotta earn that. Yeah, I need to look in there if there is a definitive value of like, you know, is sellable, is not sellable. Yeah, now that I put my video out about Calmston, I've been watching a few others, and there's just, the information about what is or isn't sellable is just all over the place. There's some people that are like, you can't sell the sleep trigger, and then other people are like, yeah, you can. Well, you can. And then there's some people that are like, you know, you can't sell the animals, but you can. I had figured out how to sell all the animals but the cows. I didn't even notice the trough behind the barn, but you have to click on just that trough, and that's the only thing that will bring up the sell information for the cows. You know, I was just randomly clicking on stuff, and that's where I learned you could sell the sell points. And I'm like, what? Why are you able to sell a sell point? So I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to sell the sell points. I'd expected a map update that would be fixed. Yeah, that seems like that's a mistake too. Screws Workbench. I wouldn't think that would be planned. To make nearly a $500,000 on replaceable fuel tanks. The doghouse, the liquid storage. The water trigger at the cow farm, they all come up that 477. Yeah, you can sell the chickens and all the gates at the same time. So I don't know if it was intended that you be able to sell the gates, and if they just somehow accidentally got associated with the chickens, or what. Oh, we just had some venison. Well, see, Rabbit Rob, that was, that's what I heard too, but for me, they were 477,000. And I do all my videos on new farmer mode. Oh, they're in the same, they're probably in the same transform group. Well, see, Phil, I hold out that should have been found in testing. It should have been somebody's responsibility to sell everything or try to sell everything that was intended to be sold. Can you sell it? Yes or no? Or it should have been someone's job to just go around and see. Are you supposed to be able to sell stuff? I don't know. Let's see. And then ask. I was able to sell all the gates when I sold the chickens. Is that an intended behavior or not? At work, I'm the guy that's known as the guy that asks questions. Is that the way we intended to do it? Not that it's wrong, it's just, is that intended behavior or not? Oh, no, that's not right. We'll get plenty of maps done when we test them. But the way he designs its maps, you're supposed to be able to sell everything. So we go around and, well, can I? Can I indeed sell everything? Yes or no? And we find some things have some really interesting behaviors. You know, things, you can place it back down, so let's put it down and see what happens. Right? Sometimes we find that when you place a workshop, for whatever reason, they spawn in the middle of the air. So if you don't try it, you don't know what's going to happen. Welcome back, Patton. So I'm just saying, I would have thought a lot of those things would have been caught during a testing process. Oh, did he do this? And see it under there, or did he go into the editor and find it? That's something else we typically try to do is work each field with a hired helper and see what happens. There goes that little stick. So it'll get all sorted. I'm sure there'll be an update in the coming weeks. No fear, it'll all get sorted. I was working on a new one, huh? That's the way it is with map makers. They jump from one project to the next, to the next, to the next. Sometimes at the detriment, especially if they haven't had an opportunity to really play the game and understand how it's different than previous versions. Tight corner there. Oh, okay. Almost done. So the oats, grapes, olives, and what was the other one? Sorghum. Were those intended to not be sellable, or just an oversight? Wrong XML getting slipped in. Bummed. Did you install the game in a different path than the default install path? And if you did, you probably need to go into the editor before you try to open a file. And in there's a way to set the properties and tell it where the game files are located. It's possibly that it's looking for the game files in the wrong spot. So it might be worth looking to make sure that the editor is looking for the game files in the right location. It wasn't working the other night either. I gotta check. Let me check something super fast. Settings. Don't want to run into that rock. Man. The list of banned users is rather long. Thanks to the recent bot grouping. Alright, let's go up here and just make sure that Streamlabs is quit going off angle. Trying to get something done here. Trying to get something done, would you? Calm down. Drive straight. Alright, we're gonna hold on. I got some things I gotta do here. Like the other day when we were messing around with Streamlabs, it got taken out of the channel. See if it works now. Hey! Yay! Look, he just came back. Yay, we invited him back and he came. The little bot that could. Yay, the little bot that could. We're so glad to have you back. We're so glad to have you back, little bot. Greg, we don't have a mods command. So now you're making him work. Get to work, pot. Get to work. Oh, that's a funny one. All right, Patton. Later again. Might be a secret project. The vehicle control, AI vehicle control. Is it on the Giants mod hub? Either that or it's over at GitHub. It's the two places I would think it would be. What's AI vehicle control? What's it do? Oh, Rabbit Rob's the only one that came back. Well, that's auto drive, right? Or is that the one where they go in circles? Well, I don't think it's out for 22. If it is, I guess it would be over at GitHub. Because it was in a Giant Mud Hub for 19, right? So if it was in the mod hub for 19, then I would expect it to be back in the mod hub for 22 when it does come out. We didn't need that fence. just a little bit to pick up. Oh no, you have to ask him then. I haven't watched his content to know if he's one of those, if he's a creator that tells you where stuff came from or keeps quiet about it. Or maybe he got an advanced copy to show off. Now we are ready to carve this thing up. Check our animals. Don't need much grass. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I don't use that, and I've never used it. So it's not something I follow. Yeah, there's a search right in the upper right corner of the app. Over here and get our magic field creating cultivator. Off we go. Tearing up the soil. Later, Alfredo Farms. Thanks for dropping by. Alphatron, how are you all doing today? All of yous, Alphatron, how are you doing? I agree, Delilah. Search is next to useless on just about everything. see, it's called AI. What's it called? AI what? I mean, like, an example of how useless search is. You go to the Farming Simulator website and you look for, in the FS22 mod hub, you search AI and you get 6 pages of results. That's the name of the 22 version? AI vehicle extension. And then GitHub. Look at this. This magic happens. Boom! That is magic right there. So that should turn it up right there. That is AI vehicle extension for FS22. Uh-oh. He says he just uninstalled FS22. What? This is rather confusing. Right there. He's worked on it in the last 8 days. 7 days ago, yesterday, he made a change in the English file. So this is the direct link to the 22 version. As best I can tell. Looks to be in development, not in full release, so do not expect it to work right all the time. Hard to believe we've got 12 hours on this tractor already. David, welcome. How are you doing today, sir? Need to put in the oil mill at some point, since we are now putting in a sunflower field. Yeah, because the way courseplay worked, it would you would run out of memory when it was mapping out large fields like that. "5 days, over 104. Well, you all have all the heat. We got all the cold. Maybe one day it'll all balance out. I bet you would, right? Yeah, those Floridians, they're freezing because they don't have the insulation in the houses. No insulation for you. Left hawk. I don't know if I've got any more, really. I've got to figure some things out myself. And the one that I put out earlier today, it was really no new content. It was just basically giving you a really good use case on how you can use those commands to sell production, because you can't sell production in the base game. So it's really kind of an extension of the first two videos, showing you a very specific use case. Well, heat pumps don't do so good when there isn't much ambient heat to pull out of the cold air. Here, once the sun's up, our heat hardly ever turns on. So from sun up to sundown, the heat hardly ever comes up. -6. It's chilly up there. Yeah, we have good old Insta-Heat gas. I like gas everything. Gas hot water heater. I can heat up hot water even when the power's out. The magic of gas. Gas furnace, so it's Yeah, I hear the blower start, which means that it's starting to, you know, pull and get a draft going, and then we hear the burner kick in. And then after about 15-20 seconds, we hear the blower start. And it's not more than another 20 seconds or so, we got hot air coming out the vents. Cooking that wood, huh? Yeah, hot water heat. Yeah, that's not bad, but it takes so long for the water to heat up. It also means it takes a while for the water to cool down. All electric all the time, right? Well, they don't have much call for a gas furnace in Florida. So we're going to carve around these. I'll do a little deco work around those later. The amount of sun the house gets, our gas bill rarely goes over 100, even in winter. I know there's some places that have $200 and $300 gas bills. Electric heat and the flappers took out all the central heat. Oh, the flippers. Okay. What? Why would you take out AC and ductwork? Why on earth would you do that? That I gotta wonder. More price increases, right? You know who's behind that nitro ad? Power companies are behind that. We don't want you burning wood. We're going to make up excuses. It's bad for the environment. You need to be burning, you need to be using our clean energy, our electricity that we make off of burning coal. Because somehow that's better. Kind of a fine line between getting too close to that rock and staying too far away. Yeah, those are called the power company government types. I mean, I think the only reason why would you pull out AC unless it just wasn't working and it needed to be upgraded in the first place. And you're like, no, we're not putting that much money in it. Frank Finley, thank you for the sub. If you're in chat, say hey. That is right, Greg. It's all or nothing with the magic of the poles. But it's all about working the land. And farmers will just work around giant rocks if they don't have the means of blasting them and getting rid of them. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to work around the rocks. Tip of a rockberg. But they are. I just love this feature. This feature right here of seeing the field get carved in and being overlaid on top of the map. Best feature ever. Best unannounced feature ever, that's for sure. Oh, this is all the stuff that we didn't get rid of yet. I'm like, how do we have stuff that's 2 years old? We haven't been on here for 2 years. We're gonna need to feed those guys soon. They need water. They're still good. Still good. Well, if they're limestones. That does seem a bit high, David. What type of fertilizer are you using though? I mean, if you're using manure or slurry, that definitely goes through a whole lot more. Oh, what's that? You use a whole lot of digestate, that's for sure. Is that one of the semis? Oops. Well, Bomb Day, it's because you might be taking a resource that the city would charge you for. Oh, well, in his in the trailer and the seed tender mod that got released this week, one of his pickups were in the photos. In fact, tomorrow there's going to be a mod review on the flatbed and the seed tender. And basically, I make comments that with the base game pickup, even the big base game pickup, both are too heavy for that truck. So the weight on those is way high for the base game pickup truck. And then if you look at the photos, it's using one of his trucks, and I assume that his trucks are clearly a bit heavier weight-wise, and they would then be able to handle a 6-ton flatbed trailer. That seems a bit excessive to me. There we go. And the seed tender, if it's got a load of seed and then a load of fertilizer in the other bin, it's got too much bumper weight on the big pickup truck that the front wheels are off the ground. Well, Zach, it should have been pointed out before it went up to the mod hub. There's a reason why I test everything with base game equipment. When I do a mod review, it is with a base game tractor, or if we are using a modded tractor for testing something, I'm using a base game implement with it. When you start testing mods with mods, you don't know what you're getting. What you know is, you know the behavior that one mod has when it interacts with a different mod. But that's also making a very bad assumption that everyone is going to use your mod with that other thing. Sounds like he lets, sounds like it's if you're a big enough fanboy, you can test. And we know fanboys tend to make up any excuse possible on why something that seemingly doesn't look like it's working right probably is working as intended. Matt, I have no idea what you're talking about. David, I don't know. At this point, if I do, I have to actually get it. I've not downloaded it. Then I have to actually figure out how it works, because what I understand is the UI is completely different now. And then after I have some reasonable understanding of how it works, then put some videos out on it. And at this moment, I don't have that type of time to invest. Well, we also ask questions like, is it supposed to be like that? Yeah, that's my other thought, Darren, is it probably needs to cook for a little bit longer. I mean, it'll be in beta until 2024. Courseplay for Farm Sim 17 was in beta until like a few months before FS19 came out. Same with Courseplay in 19. It was in beta until, you know, finally reached the mod hub, and it didn't reach the mod hub until, I don't know, was it early last year? Mid last year? By the time it did get released, I had given up on it. It was just more of a waste of my time. I would end up fighting it for longer than if I had actually done the work myself. Brad, only if you have a mobile workshop. If you have a mobile workshop that you can basically bring the workshop trigger to the tractor, but there isn't any sort of repair anywhere mod that allows you to just walk up and say repair. As I was saying, I think I'm gonna draw a line straight from that drive there, crossed, and then put a little grass buffer between them, and split this once we get done. Matt, I have no idea if they can. I mean, I figure if they can auto-load bales, they can auto-load pallets. Who knows? There might be 10 auto pallet loading mods in the waiting queue. There's only 1,100 mods pending testing. All right, Delilah, thanks for dropping by. Good luck with the snow. Back in. Did it finally get tested? Is that the one that you said was sitting pending since the 21st? It's all good, Matt. It's all good. But I know in general, console and mod is often a big area of frustration for console players. Well, that is great to hear, Zach. I am so glad to hear that. If all goes well, maybe it'll get dropped next week. Dude, we've been working on this field for 2 months. But tomorrow will be March. We can plant this field in sunflowers and sugar beets. And then we can plant our other field over there. We are going to be doing a double header tomorrow as far as live stream goes. We're going to be live streaming at or about 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and then at our normal time, 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Tomorrow morning, we have a new and noteworthy going to be dropping around 8 a.m. my time. Look for another video to be dropping around noon and 4 p.m. That's right, we've got... Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. We got 3 videos dropping at 8, noon, and 4 p.m. Then we have 2 live streams scheduled. One at 2-ish and one at 8 p.m. unless I gotta go do some grocery shopping or something. Then the one at 2 p.m. it might get bumped. But at any rate, it was a pleasure to hang out with you guys tonight. I want to thank you for all coming out and watching. I'm gonna have to finish this field up, toss some lime on it, and get it in a state to be planting. And we're gonna be planting tomorrow sugar beets and sunflowers. Finally, no man's land. When you start in August, it is, boy, is it a grind, because you can't do darn diddly until you advance nearly an entire 3/4 of a year. Yeah, that field had rocks on it when I bought it. That was a bum wrap, that was for sure. Alien Jim, thanks for dropping by right at the end. Perfect timing as always. It's been a pleasure playing this map in FS22. Didn't really dive too much into it in 19, but glad it's here in 22. So until next time, happy farming.